Exciting stuff, though.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Well, we're back. We're back here in the Succ studios. It looks like shit. Who was here during the break? Because what did y'all do? This looks like it looks fucking terrible.
Long weeks.
You could pick up your shit, like pick up the fucking Yoo-hoo bottles and cigar ashes.
I have a number of Yoo-hoo bottles behind me.
Weird fish.
They're collectors.
I don't know what this is about.
Well, this is what always happens. We take our annual, 2-week holiday break. Everybody just leaves their shit, which I expect. And it's like people should also kind of expect that they're not going to hear the show, but a lot of people have been pretty pissed.
Yeah, some upset folks. I'm wondering if the disarray might be, did someone break in just to try to find an untaped episode or something, an unreleased episode?
That
he could.
I had kind of disregarded it, but we got a couple. We got a voicemail on the Succ, the new Succ hotline, which everybody knows about.
The Succ,
right? Of course. Yep. And should we? I haven't listened to it yet, but I wonder if this has something to do with that.
It seems pertinent.
Okay. Yeah.
Can we hear it? You've got it pulled up?
Yeah. Okay. It's right here. Let's see.
Okay.
Just gonna put it up to the mic.
Hello.
Huh. Hello.
You don't know who I am.
Okay.
But I know who you are.
Oh my God.
I'm a listener of your podcast, The Succ.
Jesus.
He's
I'm
a listener.
Succ patron.
Oh.
Hey.
I pay $5 a month
Oh, nice.
Jesus.
to listen to your show. And when I do that, I expect to hear a new episode every week.
Of course.
That's true.
A new regular episode every first week, followed by a bonus episode every other week.
Sure.
I think it's
nailing the schedule.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
that you all have going on.
Yeah, right. Of course. We all understand this. It's
Now, when you miss 1 week, the week after Christmas, that made me feel a little bad.
oh Jesus.
You didn't even have a bonus. You didn't even have a re-release or any sort
I
of
guess that is what some other shows would
anything
do.
to tide us over.
Yeah. We should
I
next
sat
year.
there for 3 days
Oh Jesus.
waiting for a new ep to drop. Then I thought, well, surely they won't
Oh God.
screw me over again this week.
Oh.
And the following week, nothing. So here's what's going to happen.
Uh-oh.
Not liking where this is going.
In 2023,
Okay.
you are going to do 52 episodes. That's 26 regular episodes,
Okay.
26 bonus episodes by my count.
Okay. That's
You're not going to cheat us out of 5 minutes on a single one of those episodes.
Jesus.
Because if you do... Hold on. Yes, honey. Yes. Oh, that's beautiful.
Nice talking to like a little kid
Hold
or
on
something.
just 1 second, sweetie. Pop-Pop's just calling
Oh,
some
it's his
friends.
granddaughter. I
Pop,
guess.
spend some time with your family. The Succ is,
Sorry.
That's okay.
it'll be
You're
here.
not going to cheat us out of even 5 minutes of your program.
That's fair. I guess that's fair.
Well, let's just say I can make things happen. You're not
Wow.
going to know when. You're not going to know how. But all of a sudden, no one's going to know where you are anymore.
That was
And it's going to stay that way.
pretty clear.
Well,
Guidelines.
I think he went on for long enough where it just like cut him off. But
I mean, I fear kind of for my life here. We're getting
Yeah.
death threats, which is kind of good. That means we made it. I mean,
yeah,
Is that what that means?
I think that's kind of what that means, you know?
yeah.
Wow.
I think we're a critical.
This is kind of
That's
awesome.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what it means to make it.
Oh, sure.
Thank you, Pop Pop.
People threaten your life.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, there's one more here too. I wonder, maybe it's a little, maybe it's like more advice or
I
something.
don't know if I can.
I hope it's some kind words this time after that.
Yeah, something nice. I mean, we do this for free practically.
Oh, and one more thing.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to hear more about werewolf titties this year.
Okay.
I like him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think,
That's okay.
Good news.
I mean, that we can do.
I think it is a full moon tonight, so but you could presume there's some werewolf titties out there, shortly.
Absolutely. Shortly. I don't know. I kind of like them when they're like hanging pretty
longly.
long.
You know what they say, the fuller the moon, the fuller the tits, right?
That is what they say, especially with werewolves.
Oh.
Ancient folklore.
And now we know that if one of us dies, we cannot skip the next episode for the funeral. We have to keep it going.
True.
Otherwise...
You could do it at the
That's
funeral.
right.
Honestly, if I die, y'all better podcast at my funeral. Just
For sure.
disrespect
It's
all
what
my
he would have
family.
wanted.
We're coming
Yeah.
to you live from the Phil Buck funeral.
Yeah, please live stream it. We have funnel cakes as part of the funeral. I think that would be perfect. Pronto pups and funnel cakes. Yeah, know about Pronto pups?
No.
Probably it's just a corn dog. It's a long,
Okay.
a foot long corn dog you can get at a, like the state fair down south. We would always have Pronto pup booths.
Yeah, you still haven't had a Korean corn dog, right?
I have not.
That's so big.
Okay. Yeah,
That's why I'm going to have to come to New York City
yeah,
sometime.
that's what we're doing if you come to New York. Like 100%.
Absolutely.
We got our corn dog nut.
All right, everybody. Well, welcome to episode 59 of the Succ. We're back again. We missed a couple of weeks, and you know what? If you're gonna be pissed off about that, you need to calm down. The show's pretty good.
Please.
It's pretty good, but it's not that good. I mean, if we're not
Control
here for a
yourself,
couple of
guys. Come
weeks,
on.
it's probably going to be okay.
There's other podcasts.
Yeah.
We know we're not the only
There's a
one.
lot of them out there,
Yeah,
but I'm glad to be back.
Go hunt down fucking Adam Friedland or whatever.
Just listen to This American Suck. It's a mainstream, to just, if you're looking for that. But now that we're all back together, I'm so glad to see you all. I've missed every week we couldn't do the show. I've missed you all, and I think that this is a great occasion for us. As the listener, the anonymous Patreon person mentioned, we could do a little bit of a retrospective, or maybe we could do a little bit of a looking forward. What are our resolutions for this year?
I like that. That I like.
And I think the things connect, because I know my resolutions definitely connect to some of the things that happened in the show last year. Would anybody like to volunteer your 2023 resolutions?
I would like for the show here is I think so. We've been doing this for over a year now, all together, and we initially conceptualized the show as like we weren't totally 100% sure what we were gonna do. We kind of just knew we were gonna run with something, and I think we've been doing pretty well by our own standards. But I think we'd like to. I would like to change it up, do some new stuff with the show, get some more interviews, and get some more guests on, and start doing stuff like media reviews where we talk about a particular movie. I know Phil's already done one of those with was it Jason Cantu and get the other guy.
A bunch of other John Muniz and
Yes.
Lucas Anderson. That was a great episode.
Exactly.
Now, we went off.
I want to do more of those.
Absolutely.
I want to do more of those. I want to do more of more different stuff. I would maybe like to do a little bit more research and maybe do some kind of research topic that I can educate you guys on. Something real stupid. Yeah, that's what I would like to do, and that's the plan for this coming year.
Nice.
For the Succ for me.
Willow, what about you?
Nudity. More nudity.
Patreon episodes.
Yeah, absolutely. You want some werewolf titties, boy. I have some.
Will only fans.
Nice. I gotta mock that logo up for you.
For real, I would like to see. I would like to see more interesting people coming on the show. Like some of those people that Kim brings by every once in a while. I always love that. Because it usually goes somewhere.
It does go.
Let's go somewhere.
Yeah,
I
would love to have some more of those types of people come in from time to time, just to sort of reflect on the current current state of affairs on the on God's internet.
Nice. Ash, how about you?
I mean, when it comes to like personal resolutions, mine are unrestricted by the false concept of time. So I don't really if anything. I agree. I think I'm excited to have more guests on the show. Don't we have a guest coming up? Did you want to preview that, Matt?
Do you have a guest coming up?
So we do later in this month. I was able to get an interview scheduled with Matt Chrisman from Chapo Trap House on our fucking podcast. And I know we haven't said anything yet. I think I said I posted it on Facebook, but yeah.
Wait, what? You? What about the rest of us? It's gonna be over here. Come on,
you're just chopped liver.
What the fuck?
Sorry,
no.
Sorry, it's
definitely gonna be a Patreon episode. We gotta stomp that out. Give me a fucking break. All right, that's cool though. I don't know how you arrange that, but that should be exciting. What are y'all gonna talk about?
I'm going to try and throw him some curveballs. I want to ask him some questions that he's never been asked before, or hasn't been requested to elaborate. I want to ask him. I'm going to grill him on Avatar a little bit because I saw that. So if those who don't listen to Chapo's one of their famous things is that they love to post-ironically love Avatar.
Oh,
okay, and so they never give up the act of loving Avatar. And I saw that movie yesterday with Ashley, and that movie fucking sucked ass. That movie objectively sucked. It was terrible in every way except for the graphics were pretty cool. I mean, that's literally it. Everything else about it was terrible.
James
Dialogue
Cameron
was
just drowned Edie Falco and other very famous, successful actresses and actors for up to 7 minutes. They submitted themselves to being filmed underwater.
It was relentless, dude.
Blue, wide set eyes, aliens. I don't get it. What is the intrigue here? It just seems like some weird kind of cultural appropriation, like appropriating a culture that doesn't exist, but still.
It's just the noble savage trope. With some sci-fi shit.
All right, well, that's a good preview. I mean, honestly, that sets up a lot of expectations that I'm much more excited about this now than I.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it comes out good.
Everybody, stay tuned. We'll clip this little bit out just to tease everybody, make sure that they know.
Oh, you should ask him how they came up with the name too.
How did they come up with?
I'm sure he hasn't been asked that.
Oh God, yeah. No. Okay,
that's a good question. Write that down.
Oh, all right. I thought you were interviewing James Cameron for a second. My bad. That's quite. You really landed.
So it seems to me like the name of the film Avatar might refer to the fact that these beings they're sort of used as an avatar.
Right.
What are your thoughts on this? Speak on that.
I want to volunteer my resolutions for this year because I need to have some. I was trying to get back into shape and I fell off the bus, and luckily I'm just not eating very much and smoking a lot of crack, so that helps to get the weight. No, I've never done crack, but I'm not eating much, and I want to get back to working out. I want to get back to a former state that I used to be as a younger man, and for the show. I was kind of thinking about this show was kind of formulated on kind of a weird premise, right? Like it's called the Succ, and we all get together and we kind of talk about things that suck. And I just want to say everybody on the show is an exceptional hater for the most part. Like y'all are really, we know how to hate in a way that it should be appreciated. Like
For sure.
people want to act like, don't hate, don't be a hater. And this is maybe a segue that I could use right quick. I saw a post from one of my favorites, Rebecca Akers-Stowe, that said, that thing on the internet you don't like, you can't stop it. The more you talk about it, the more you help it. And then like a little angel emoji or something. I don't know. Which is true. And I totally get that. And I relate to that. But I also think that hating can be healthy. It can be cathartic.
Therapeutic.
It can be, therapeutic.
Yeah. It's also warranted. Have you seen the shit? Have you seen the world, man?
Yeah.
Good Lord. It's very hateable. I mean, a lot of aspects of it are very.
And on the
very
same
low
note, I think that like the people that want you, like, I mean, there's a certain degree of people that they do want to be talked about, but there's also a certain amount of people that don't want to be talked about in a certain way. And they should be continued to be talked about. I can't remember who it was.
No matter how many social media platforms they buy. Sorry.
But maybe that's my resolution for this year for the show is maybe we can talk about Elon Musk last. Probably not.
I would love to try, but
you want to have like a part of the show where we try to say positive things about all the horrible things that happen?
No, no, I don't want that either. Ashley,
we should get him on.
Yeah,
we just need to hate on
new.
new people.
We need to find new people to hate.
Yeah,
it'd be cool if we could get Elon and his dad on the show together. Like, I just tried to grab my glasses, you guys. They're not on my face. I don't know if anybody caught that. Well, on the same note of like looking back, I did want to follow up on a story. This is good because this was a story suggested from our Discord server. And listeners, if you're not in the Discord, get in there. You can suggest stories and stuff like that. But back all the way in episode 48, over 10 episodes ago, so that was a couple months ago, we covered how Chick-fil-A was paying people to work at their stores by giving them chicken sandwiches. Yes. In some good news, it has been reported that the Chick-fil-A location is being fined for paying workers with food. This is a North Carolina Chick-fil-A restaurant that's been hit with a 4-figure fine for paying workers in chicken vouchers instead of legal tender. They were fined $6,450 by the labor department, which, you know what? I feel vindicated as a hater right now. Like, fuck you, Chick-fil-A.
For real.
If anything, it's not enough. They should have fined more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. I mean, absolutely. That's nothing to Chick-fil-A.
It would have been hilarious if they tried to pay the fine in chicken vouchers, though. That's what I would have done if I was that French.
Show up to the courtroom with just a free chicken sandwich. Like, I could see this. I could see that happening. 2023, personally. Well, all right. Well, that ran its course. Cool.
Well, I mean, because it's just like we it's crazy because we talked about this in July and it was also North Carolina. So I'm wondering if it's not the same exact Chick-fil-A.
I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, right?
I don't know why it wouldn't be, but I did not do any form of journalism on this.
it's
don't have
fine.
the energy for that.
As is the Succ culture. It's fine.
There was just more than one. I thought there was only the one, but that's incredible if there was more than one Chick-fil-A that was doing this.
Just imagine if Chick-fil-A opened up for one Sunday, they would make 10 times the amount of money of that fine. All they would have to do is say, Lord, sorry, it's not the day of rest. We're going to stack this cheddar today.
You mean they make enough to pay their employees? Sorry.
Yeah, 15-year-olds are really, very profitable for places like Chick-fil-A.
We Ash and I went to a Bojangles over the Christmas break, which we don't have them up here at all. Mm-hmm. And we did. I mean, I decided when I was eating it that it's much better than Chick-fil-A. It just is. It's objectively better.
Yep.
And cheaper too.
It goes hard. Bojangles.
It goes fucking hard.
And like,
Damn good chicken sandwich.
wasn't Bojangles that chain that kind of whipped up that whole like people were getting into fist fights over their sandwiches? Was that Bojangles?
Was that
I
Bojangles?
think that sounds familiar.
Oh, I hope so.
Didn't
Look,
know that.
I need to look that up. Hold on, because it would lead into the Waffle House.
Yes, that's true. Either way, we should discuss the Waffle House
Oh yes,
happening.
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
amazing.
That's been everywhere.
Actually, I don't know shit about this story other than the like, what is it, 3 or 4 second clip where the manager like blocks his chair like effortlessly, like
Yeah.
you can see the person lift the chair up, throw it, and she's just like, it catches it and spins it around. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it probably hurt. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
She was just so
Yes.
pissed.
It sure
Like-
did not look like it hurt, but it probably did.
it had to hurt. I mean,
I did see sort of like the couple minutes leading up to that, and it
Yeah,
was,
same.
Yeah,
It's
it
chaos.
was
More.
rough. It was rough.
well, you know, that's why you gotta, if you interview at Waffle House, they ask, can you fight? You know, like it's part of the application.
Of course, but apparently, if you actually, do fight,
Yeah.
or throw a chair that has been thrown at you, you will face consequences.
Oh,
Yeah. And I think they got banned, blacklisted from Waffle House and fired.
Yeah. So the thing is, she
that
said
one's
that,
sick.
she said that this actually happened like 8 or 9 months ago. So this is just going viral now.
Oh wow.
So she got into this fist fight with these people who jumped over the counter a long time ago. She's not mad somehow. She's just like, I tried to get hired at another Waffle House. They wouldn't hire me. I found out I was blacklisted. But she's just still like a fan of Waffle House. So
Who
that's
isn't?
cool.
I appreciate
Right.
that. Waffle House goes hard as fuck. I'm down. Well, always support Waffle House. If Waffle House has 0 fans, then I have died. Like,
And like the thing is, because like going back to the whole Bojangles thing, because I'm pretty sure it was Bojangles who had that, like people getting into fistfights over their chicken sandwiches. The revenue that these viral videos have to
Yeah.
pull
Generate, yeah.
for
I see what you're
Waffle
saying.
House, and so I would have been upset, and I was upset when I first read it because I'm just like, why would she be fired for a viral video? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And especially after doing something so badass. I mean, she literally looks at the person about to swing a chair and goes like this. Like, come and, waving at herself.
I
like,
wouldn't do that.
Throw the fucking chair at me.
No.
And then just single-handedly just throws it to the side like it's nothing.
Have y'all seen there's like art, like anime style, like art of her just like
The chair bender, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, the Avatar Last Chairbender is a pretty perfect.
And I love her. She's quoted as saying, "We can do anything we can legally in our means, whatever means necessary to remove you or ensure our safety. Whether that means taking one of the cast iron pans and hitting you upside the fucking head with it, or beating the fuck out of you when you fall over. If you touch my floor, it's on."
Hell yeah. I mean,
That's the Waffle House mantra right there. That's perfect.
Can you like translate that into Latin and like put it on like a flag?
we need to do that. Can you just copy paste that into Google Translate real quick? I think that could be done. I have had a lot of experiences at Waffle House when I was growing up in Memphis. So I live in Germantown. Just gotta be transparent. I didn't eat at the Waffle House in Memphis. I was eating at the Waffle House in Germantown. But I would get up at 5 a.m. to go meet all my high school homies at Waffle House, and we would be like, I imagine those memes about the theater kids all showing up after a show to the Waffle House at what, like that was us probably. Like, not, they didn't like, well, we weren't that bad. I mean, because another instance I remember was coming home from a wedding as an adult, probably only like 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, going to Waffle House with some people and them being like, do y'all have iced coffee? And me just like sitting there like, do you know where the fuck you are? Like, they're like, we have coffee, we can put ice in it. And I'm like,
Yeah, that's the thing about Waffle House, because they'll figure it out. They'll accommodate you.
well,
like,
sure, but like, read the room, like read the
Right.
house. Like did you not know what you just came into right now? Why are you ordering like weird shit? Like,
It's the dive bar of breakfast restaurants for sure.
Waffle House does no wrong. Okay, if you order something that is not good it's because you didn't understand the arrangement, right? Like, like, and I can't believe that's a thing. Like, I could not believe when I was in this situation sitting in a Waffle House booth. I'm like, do you see what you're sitting on right now? This is like some
You see where you are?
wood. It has been bent into a little L with the booty, like, and it's painted red. There's no cushions. This is just this, piece of wood. Laminated menus. Why are you asking for iced coffee? Why don't ask for a latte right now? I'm embarrassed to be sitting next to you.
That's some New York shit, though. I gotta say.
They have Waffle House in New York.
No, I don't. I mean, they probably do in upstate. There's definitely not one here. But it was interesting to me that for you guys to describe your experience, because like I grew up in Jersey too, and I don't think there's any Waffle Houses in Jersey. Maybe way down South Jersey, I'm not sure. But we have diners, and they serve exactly the same purpose. But they're different, But that's like same thing. Like me and my friends would go. Like they're open 24/7. You go there at like 4 a.m. You each order like 2 sets of fries, and you sit there for like 3 fucking hours.
Yeah.
That's how we used to treat the Denny's in
Denny's
around after shows and stuff.
Did you ever used to be able to smoke cigarettes in any of those places? Because that was a whole different vibe.
I miss that.
You would just sit there and just smoke cigarettes and drink, 3 cups of black coffee for like a couple hours, and they'd just be like, "Fuck you." But you tip them good, and it's
exactly. Yeah, you tip
out in the wash.
I actually had Waffle House for the first time recently when I was driving back from my dad's.
What did you order? Scattered, smothered, scrambled.
I was scared, so I didn't.
Scared?
I didn't know what I was doing, so I looked at it.
Matt ordered a nice coffee.
I said, "Give me your
asked if they could do an avocado." And
do you have oat milk?
You have avocado toast and oat milk. No, I got what did I get again? I got
I have a go-to Waffle House order.
That's my understanding is that people do.
What's yours, Phil?
It's the scrambled with cheese, eggs, ham, and then you get the hash browns and I can't remember exactly, but like when I look at the menu, I'm like, that's my order.
I get smothered and diced just because I like a little bit of that, tomato on there to like. So I'm not just eating just like a bunch of grease, from the redneck hibachi.
Yes.
Well, I got my hash browns done extra well, and they were perfect. They're exactly how I liked them. The guy just knew exactly what he was doing. Incredible.
I got to find out. I got to look it up. The restaurant chain, Waffle House in question, actually claims that there are 1,572,864 possible hash brown combos, which isn't a lie, according to AJC.com. Oh, the Atlantic Journal.
What can you put on them? Like,
well, there's like a bunch. I was looking at it. There's just like
ham,
like 12
tomatoes.
different there's words you can use.
It's like a 16, hex, whatever you call it, a 16-bit variable code. So like, if it's you're working with a 2-bit, 6-bit code, how many different variables can come out? Well, the Waffle House has so many variables that over 1 million different hash brown combinations can come out of this place.
They're running out. I heard they're running out of QR codes now. I think they're like 70 or 80% used up or something.
Really?
So next they can just move on. You can just scan a fucking Waffle House plate and bring people to your fucking massage website or whatever you're doing.
Hold up your hash browns. Let me scan that real quick.
I can't remember if we talked about this yet, but did you know that the U.S. government has like a Waffle House index? Where like, okay, so I don't remember. I thought maybe we talked about this, but anyway.
No.
So there's like
talked about this.
So like if they judge how bad a natural disaster is by how many Waffle Houses close during that period.
Yeah. Okay, I have heard about this.
Because they simply don't close unless it's like actively flooding in the store and they can't operate, like physically operate.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they just stay open during hurricanes and all types of shit.
I don't know if it is awesome, but I just have to imagine that there's almost like warriors, heroes of society that man these Waffle Houses, right? That's what makes it awesome. It's just like most bad, like the manager in question here. Well, that's why that Waffle House stayed open, because that's like a League of Legends style situation. It's like this Waffle House has the cherub in it. This Waffle House has the dude who smokes cigarettes while he cooks scrambled eggs. This Waffle
They
House
assemble
has,
once a year to fight each other.
wow, that'd be too much power. It could break something. Could derail reality, I think.
Wafflers assemble.
Willow, no. Yes. Okay. Yes. All right. We got a lot of stuff on the docket we got to work through. Let's take a look at what else we have here. Actually, I wanted to bring this up because I think this is super weird and way better than talking about Andrew's taint. Don't want to talk about that. I feel like we missed the boat on that anyway. It's already
Yeah, just by a bit.
But this is old too. This is 10 days old, but I really love this. I'm just going to read the headline to y'all because I hope you have the same reaction as me when I read this, because it makes absolutely no sense. It says Voxingo plugin developer. So this is someone who makes audio software plugins. Like, I think one of the ones in the question here is that it makes white noise. But yes, Voxingo, software developer, made a plugin. The developer of this says he's broken into some back door in mathematics itself that proves that the universe has a creator.
All right.
And I guess this is from musicradar.com, best of 2022. And it says Alexei Vaniv believes that his discovery is both the greatest and worst in the history of mankind, and that it poses unnerving questions. I did read through this article against,
You took one for the team.
yeah.
He made this remarkable / alarming discovery while working on the priv hash dithering noise generator that's used in several of his products. Like, come on, man.
Well, if you actually read what he's talking about, it's like, this is like somebody, I'm sorry, this is usually something I'm deeply opposed to saying because I feel like people do it in too ironic of a way, but like, I just feel like this guy might be like very autistic and didn't know it or something, because like, yes, my guy, like, we understand that like math and physics has rules, and you could very, very clearly look at that and see like a pattern in the universe beyond all the things that are happening to you. It's like, you're making a white noise plugin and you discovered God in mathematics. Like, what have you been doing until now? Did you have any friends? Did you go outside? Did you ever have acid or mushrooms or any, I mean, like, give me a break. I don't understand this. And so like, okay, it goes on to say, it's at this point we struggle to follow Vaniv's research, which he's described in great detail. Of course, maybe he did have some, maybe he did eat some acid. I don't know. But when I look at this, I have no understanding of it. And like, I'm very happy for him that he went through this experience. But like, yes, I mean, to me, I don't know. This is a no shit experience. Like, yes, no.
No, yeah, you're right. Because like I skimmed it, and his great discovery was that math existed before humanity. And so there must be some great creator, right? Like, that's what I got from it.
Right, because it's not, it doesn't just exist, but it was formed because...
Right.
You can go down a deep, dark, or not really dark, you can go down a deep hole of just thinking about the binary nature of the universe. 0 and 1, black and white, dark and light, and like all the extrapolations of that's what math is in this scenario, right? Am I wrong? I don't know.
Yeah,
But
it's just
like,
the fact that there are rules is enough to prove that there's a God, because it just seems kind of like...
I'm going to send you all a picture of this guy real quick.
It's a fine theory. I like it. I just don't,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You see it.
That man did not prove God exists. That man is God.
He sure is.
God, why is it so close up and shit? God damn, that's
I do think this is the one chance where usually I kind of feel like when Justine is like, you need the warm embrace of a woman, I'm like, yeah. We all know that. But this is probably as true
Yeah,
as
he actually
it's ever
does.
been.
He needs to be jerked off, and then he'll really see the face of God.
Just like a $50, hand job, to get that super fat, like
just a good
just to
glass
get
or
it
two.
done. That would change his life, and that fucking white noise plugin will probably be and you can't imagine the update that's going to get.
Imagine if there was like an article written about a guy who got a hand job for the first time and said God is real, and that he just knew God was real.
No, I like
that there's a creator.
I like that this would happen to him, and he would say that God isn't real. That he would get the hand job and be like, you know what, I was wrong.
No,
I just needed to jerk off. Like,
God is real, and he lives in the hands of every
Puerto Rican prostitute I could find on the.
Why are they Puerto Rican?
I don't know.
Yeah, Phil, let's unpack this for a second.
We're just thinking back to a certain experience that I saw on.
Okay.
Is it because you watched Avatar?
Yeah, I was going to say.
There are a lot of Puerto Ricans in Avatar.
That Islander pussy.
Yeah, the island Navi have like a kind of Dominican Puerto Rican vibe. They have like every single island culture vibe basically because they're just an amalgamation of all of them.
Mm-hmm. All right. So speaking of taking over the team, y'all saw Avatar. You've already told us this. You went to see it together. First of all, why? Can you tell us why you went to see it? I just want to know.
That was my question initially, and we saw it in 3D. So, it was fun.
Matt's idea is what you're saying?
It was my idea.
Why, Matt?
Because I felt like I
nostalgia for 2012.
Okay, so I had kind of convinced myself because when I saw it the first time, I was absolutely fucking high as fuck. Like I was like out of my mind high. And I don't remember like anything about the film. I remember just coming away from being like, oh, that was cool. Like the 3D was cool. Like that's all I took away from it. I don't remember even the story or anything like that. So I was kind of like, maybe it was good. Like everyone loves it. Like it's, like you look at Rotten Tomatoes, it gets like crazy high scores. I'm like maybe I just, maybe it was good. So I was like, oh, let's go see it. I kind of need to see it before my interview with Matt Grisman because he harps on it a lot. So, and I feel like I should probably see it. And so I convinced Ashley to go with me to see.
Ashley's really taking one for the team.
Yeah. So I dragged her there, and what was fucking fucked up was it was crazy expensive because I very rarely go to the movies, but like seeing a movie in 3D for 2 tickets, it was $50 fucking bucks.
Wow.
In Queens, New York, baby.
It makes sense. I believe it.
Yeah, and I saw the worst movie possibly I've ever seen in theaters for $50. I'm kill myself, dude.
No, I saw Sisters with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, and I'll tell you what. Actually, in the last reel, there was a power outage, and then we had to watch the last 20 minutes again. Actually, that was the worst.
My God,
I've seen that movie, and you're gonna really have to convince me that it's worse than Avatar.
Avatar
2.
This movie straight up is in the
Close.
bottom 5 worst movies that I've ever seen personally. Like,
That's
for me,
incredible.
the dialogue was like, there were points where we both burst out laughing because the dialogue was so stupid. Mm-hmm. It was just like you're like they're talking to a whale alien, and the whale alien is like a single tear comes out of its eye, and the alien is like, or the Navi's like, hey, what's wrong, bud? Like, why are you an outcast? Why's your pod abandoned you? And the giant whale alien, like a tear comes out of its eyes, and it goes, it's too painful. But it doesn't say it. It goes,
and then it says it?
And then it says it in fucking papyrus font on the fucking screen.
Why are they
It's like, fuck you. It's like,
they updated the logo to not have papyrus. Why do the cast still have papyrus?
It's papyrus.
It's papyrus.
It's baked in. It's baked in.
Please go fuck yourself.
Yellow papyrus font.
The whales have like, I'm sorry, the whales have like tribal stomach tattoos at one point. Yeah, like
Maori, like New Zealand tattoos.
Who is tattooing the whales is what I want to know.
I believe the Navi. They're buds. Okay. So in the just a spoiler alert, the whale aliens are best buds with the Navi, the alien, the blue alien shits. Yeah.
Spoil it.
So.
Spoil.
Yeah,
What is
that's
there
it.
to spoil? What is there? What would I be disappointed about hearing of this?
Literally nothing. I could tell you the whole movie, and it wouldn't even matter.
It's the most unspoilable movie because you know everything that's about to happen.
Yeah,
Nothing
as you're watching it, you know what's gonna happen. It's just like I don't. It's like a bad. It's like if you sucked any life out of a Disney movie, like a Pixar movie, anything that makes a Pixar movie good, you sucked it out, and you're just like just left with like the archetype of a story, and just like okay to pretty good action scenes.
Sure.
There are crab mechs which rule, and those were fucking cool as hell.
Wait a second.
Yes,
Back up.
you
There
heard
were
me.
what now?
Crab mechs. You heard me.
What is crab?
You know, like a mech. You know, like a mech, like a big robot. Like
Okay.
they made
Mech.
giant
Okay,
crab
crab
necks.
I thought you
and
said
you could-
crab max.
No,
I
no.
thought you said
Accesses.
crab necks.
Our accents are all clashing right now.
They say
Crab
famously not neck havers. Those crabs.
So there's mechs. Why are there mechs that are shaped like crabs? The Nazis make these.
Because no,
The whale?
the humans
The
made
humans,
them.
of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
All the
Why?
human technology is really
Why?
cool looking, I will say. I'm going to give credit where credit's due, but it's like one of the only things, and it's not redeemable at all. It's like it's fine, you know. It's
Why are the humans there? Is this the same planet? Is it a different planet?
the same planet. They're going back
Yeah,
because
still trying
now
to
they
get-
need to shoot whales in the back of the head and take their brains because that makes humans immortal.
Okay. Sure.
Are
So
you kidding me, dude?
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I were fucking joking, but that's literally what it is. They drill into their fucking head and they just wail like regular human whalers that do that today, where like they separate the calf with the mom and then they kill the mom because the mom won't abandon the calf, you know, to show the hideousness of mankind, you know.
Right.
So
Mhm.
yeah, it's a beautiful, timeless story.
How did James Cameron get so much clout that he could do this? Titanic, was that it?
Titanic alone.
He was just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a movie.
I don't
about
think he did anything else before that.
They
Leo
love
couldn't fit on the
people
door.
love it
fucking
though.
whales. I'm shooting their brains out. Fucking blue people.
There's blue people, but it's just I don't know. It's
The
for me. It's
greatest
like
director of all time.
And
I'm the
none of
greatest
that-
director of all time. Do what I say. Blue people.
None of the avatars even have big titties. Like they're
nope,
so
they don't, and no
they're so
asses at all. Literally at all.
unfuckable.
Flat.
Yeah.
And they always wear like things that are just somehow perfectly over the small titties. Like how does that work?
God, it's
Do they
just
all
you know
wear
what?
double-sided tape and stuff? I don't understand.
I got a message for James Cameron. Okay.
Show
Fuck
big
you.
titties.
Show us titties.
We want
Give-
big
The fuck is
blue
wrong with you?
Smurf titties, okay?
give
wanna
the
go back-
avatars heaving, jiggling breasts and asses.
Yes. Why? What
And
is
then
CGI
it would have all been
good
worth
for?
it.
I'm so mad.
Barely anything jiggles on Pandora, the
No.
world that they live on. Nothing jiggles. It's insane.
Yeah.
What's the point of living if nothing jiggles?
Exactly.
Why are you going to put people through 80-hour work weeks of 3D image generation without titty physics? This is a fucking disgrace. This is outrage against God
Yep.
and mankind.
Yep.
Show the
waste
titties.
of perfectly good rendering time.
How small were the nipples to have a string that covers them and you
I
can't?
don't
see
even
them?
think they have nipples, to be honest with you. I have no
I don't
idea.
think
I
so.
know, right? They don't have them. Why not?
No.
Yeah.
They don't milk.
Because
But
they have the fuck braids. That's how they
Yeah,
right.
That's how they mate.
Yeah.
That's how the milk comes out too, and the cum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
milk.
And-
It's a cloaca of just things. But the part of the
cloaca dreads.
cloaca jerk.
Well,
No, but Ashley, while we were watching it, Ashley pointed out, and it was like jarring parts of it because there's a lot of violence. It's like an action movie, and there's like lots of like people being shot with giant arrows and guns firing and all that kind of shit. And nobody curses a single time. Like there's just like humans just like double fisting miniguns, just shooting giant raptor birds out of the air, blood flying everywhere, and they're just like, "You poop shit." No, they don't even say shit. They say they're like, "You poop head."
The kid with dreadlocks, yeah. Like the kid with dreadlocks is like being like mind read, and he's just like, "You guys are poop heads," and I'm like, I turned to Matt. I'm like, "Is this a child's movie?"
It's literally a child's
it is
movie.
because
It is a
Disney
child's
owns
movie.
it, so yeah, of course it is.
It's
Okay.
miserable,
I know
garbage.
what I'm doing after the show. I'm going to the AI and feeding Avatar 2 into the with mixed with like Band of Brothers or something, where it's just like full-blown explicit death, with blue people.
Fucking
Just like-
deer hunter with Navi doing Russian roulette.
Cannibal Holocaust.
Will you make me one with TNA?
I'll try.
Oh, please do.
Avatar with TNA.
You could probably just go on DeviantArt and
just type in Acetar. It'll get it.
Yeah, I mean, I have to imagine that market's already been tapped. It seems like the furry community is just ripe for. But I don't know. Well, let me try it. I don't know. I want to try it.
movie just has every
milky
fucking cliche.
Big mommy milkers, comma.
Avatar big
2,
Navi
comma,
milkers.
Big Navi. Milk whale just arrived.
Milk truck.
Yeah. I did actually see a picture of a whale milking its calf recently, and maybe I could.
The word phrasing of that.
No,
Jimmy,
what?
the calf is
It was
suckling
just on
from
my
the milk.
feed. It was just on my feed. Don't
Just
judge
on your
me.
feed.
I
Sure.
didn't seek it
Oh,
out. It
wait.
showed up.
Sorry, speaking of animals with big tits, you guys seen that monkey with the big tits?
Yeah,
Yes.
Incredible. Instant classic.
yeah. I mean, what? I don't know why. I mean, this is great. It's just a monkey that's got
Big, beautiful titties
milk
on
in
that
its
monkey.
tits. It's great.
Monkey.
Love that.
Turn to monk.
I
Think
mean,
I
I'm
will.
happy for the monkey and the monkey's baby. Like it just. That's
She got
it.
knockers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy for that monkey.
Reject modernity. Navi
Return
with no
to
tits.
monkey milk.
Return to monkey. Yeah. Embrace tradition.
I do remember, this is going to be weird, but I'm going to go for it anyway. I do remember seeing a meme or a screenshot of a tweet or something where somebody was like, women will get pregnant just so their titties and hips and everything will get big and everything, and then get an abortion in the last 3 months just so they can have big.
That is so not true.
I agree.
at all.
I 100% agree.
It's such an
Never-
absolutely insane take, dude.
Never
Yes.
once happened in the entire world ever.
Extremely
No.
insane take. But as somebody that's been around, pregnant women, a pregnant woman more than once, I'm like, I understand how someone would formulate
Just
that take.
always
I'm not-
around pregnant women.
I'm 100% against that take, but I'm just saying, like, I understand where that fucked up person got that from. They're like, damn,
Like,
this is
babe, New Year's is just around the corner. I really want to fill out my dress. Would you mind?
can we just get
I'll
a
just figure
pregnancy
later
test?
I'll get an abortion.
Yeah.
4 or 5 months.
Yeah, I've almost filled out my my frequent abortion card.
You get a free one
I
after
think
Senior
5.
hood
I think,
card,
yeah,
it's like
after this one,
almost
we'll have a free
fully
one.
punched.
They have a Planned Parenthood punch card.
But like,
I almost got my free one, babe.
isn't that so deranged that like people would think like okay, first of all, caveat, I do actually believe that this probably has happened at least one time in the history of mankind. I'm not condoning it, and I'm not, but I do believe that probably has happened. But to back it up, I'm just saying that
That's a bold. Phil, that's a bold.
was not coming from that place, and that was
I like this
not
guy.
at all. Wow, I finally got one from Matt. I finally got an I like this guy from Matt. But I'm sorry, the history of the humankind is very lush, and that's
If you can think of a bad
sure,
thing,
we're
how
always
hard it is.
trying. We're always trying shit out, and by we, I mean women capable of bearing children. So I'll give it to you. Maybe, probably, possibly once.
I do believe terrible people exist. So
If you can think of
I
a terrible
think
thing, at least one
that
person's done it.
probably
I feel like,
Yeah.
no matter how terrible it is and like how outlandish it is.
and it maybe the dots didn't connect in that way. Maybe the person said I didn't want to get pregnant because, but like they got pregnant and then they were like, ooh,
Oh, my
and then
tits
they
are
were like,
fat.
Then they were like, nope. And then, they just reaped the benefits. And then somebody in their circle that witnessed that was like,
I
Read
like
this
this.
round
I
of
like this
pregnancy.
making the guy in your head. This is a type of.
come
This
on.
is how they get you. This is how they get you.
Am I canceled?
I'm right with you, Phil. Don't get me wrong. I 100% agree. Some scenario like this has happened. Okay, I can't talk about the details. Somewhere, Some way this has happened.
This episode-
Alternate dimension, maybe?
Gonna have to erase
Hey.
this episode.
No.
Oh no. it's
We
all
gotta
going.
keep that. That's funny as hell.
Absolutely not. And absolutely
Women,
not.
women be lactating. So
Mhm.
I wish I could get like, I don't know how to explain it, but I wish I could get like that. You know, I can't.
Thick?
though. Well, no.
well,
it's
Phil,
just-
allow me to tell you about a little thing called hormone replacement therapy.
and I get that.
I like the idea of Phil taking it just because he wants a fat ass and titties, but
I've
he just
considered
doesn't
my
want to.
egg status. I mean, definitely. I mean, I can't live in the world that I live in without having considered it. I'm not. That's not me. But I've thought about it.
Sure.
So I look in the mirror and shake my titties a little bit.
Damn, I
Maybe
would love to have some big.
I don't not do that.
But it would just be disingenuous. That's just not. It's just not me. It just wouldn't be
That's-
fair.
Mm-hmm.
It's brave. You're brave.
No, I'm just horny. Super fucking horny.
Just
Take my mic away.
just horny playing with your own tits in the mirror.
Oh yeah.
Don't act like that's not a thing. I mean, come on.
Phil, the name of this episode is definitely Phil flirts with ADT.
Phil flirts with what?
Don't worry about it.
I'll isolate your.
Oh,
audio.
God.
And
Okay, it took me a second there.
it's like didn't
Jesus
hear.
Christ.
I couldn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
Oh my! Kim would be 1,000% on board with that one.
Just tell me what you said. I just need to hear it so I can make more jokes, please. No?
AGP is it's
okay.
an insult lobbed often at trans women by usually TERFs and TERF adjacent folks who it's autogynephilia.
Oh, I did not know any of that. Thank you.
It's the idea that
Robin Tran
that
posted
trans
about
people are just are just
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a thing with turf, especially like
You want
older
to fuck yourself
turf
or
women.
something?
That's
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you're getting off to like yourself being feminized or whatever.
What
It's
the
not
fuck?
a
That's
genuine
fucking
thing.
awesome, though.
You're
Like,
just coming
that's
and
not a-
coming
that's-
and coming every time.
Every time you look in the mirror.
I mean, I
Totally.
couldn't. That doesn't make sense for me. But like, if you could do that, hell yeah. Like, why would anybody
Right,
be mad?
sure.
about
I
that?
mean, no judgment if that's if
Well,
that
there's
is
no victims in the scenario, right?
Right.
Like, and people want to act like I've seen people be like, I jerked off the so-and-so's profile, but like, fuck you, that's fucked up. But if you jerking off to your own profile pictures or whatever, like, hell yeah, it's a victimless crime. Like, put titties on yourself in Photoshop or AI or
Or a
whatever.
monkey
Like,
or something like that. You know?
return to Titty Monkey,
He's just saying, yeah.
the monolith. This is what happened in 2001. The monolith came down. Everyone started to imagine themselves as monkeys with titties. And
look
it's
at
all
where
been
we are.
downhill ever since.
That's true.
2023, everyone.
It'll be a beautiful year.
All right. Well, speaking of 2023, let's get back on track here. That was a fun tangent. I enjoyed that. So, shout out to Justine who couldn't make it tonight. But she did post this, which brought it to our attention. And we've spoken about Pornhub's, I don't think it was a year in review, but it was something like the state's most searched terms. This is 2022 year in review, and it's broken down by generation, Gen Z, Gen Y.
Oh, yeah.
Gen Y, that's millennials, right? Like,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
us.
and it's all of us?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Gen Y and then boomers. This was very fucking funny to me.
I love just to hold on one sec.
Okay.
This Pornhub apparently considers Gen X to be 35 to 54,
Which would
Which-
be me,
What?
is
which I'm not Gen X.
fucking insane. Yeah.
What? That's definitely not true.
Yeah.
That's
And-
bizarre.
Yeah, and also
I didn't look at that.
Yeah, I've never searched fisting. So
For the record, if I've ever gone on Pornhub, I've never searched for anything ever. Like, period. I don't.
I just whatever
I'm
it gives
just
me.
like,
That's what's going.
just
That's what I'm
like,
trying off to.
just-
yeah,
I
whatever
hit
something-
a random, and that's it.
whatever's up top.
I scroll a lot.
Most
but, you know.
popular.
Why would you? I do like. I think
click least popular, and then I jerk off to that because I feel bad.
Yeah, gotta throw them a boner.
They're getting no watches. I'll jerk off to them.
Avatar 2: Way of the Water.
Monkey with big titties. All right. Let's see.
Let's take a look though. Let's take a look. Gen Z, the top 115% was threesome, which good for you, Gen Z. You have a lot of energy. You're still young. You don't really know what that's like, but you can watch it on your phone and it probably seems great. No awkward experiences, no arguments, no awkward endings to that. But on the same note, the next most search one is virtual reality. What the fuck is that? What are you seeing on Pornhub when you search virtual reality?
I suspect it's like they have a virtual reality thing and they're trying to look for porn for it. I'm assuming.
Oh, so like you're putting on goggles and shit. Like this is Mark Zuckerberg's. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But everything that these people are searching is. I'm sorry. I'm not okay. It says cosplay, cartoon, uncensored hentai, vertical video. Honestly, that's pretty practical. Scissoring and role play. Why would you search for any of these things? Again,
I mean, scissoring. Well, no. Yeah, sure.
I'm like surprised by vertical video because like, yes, it makes sense, but like, so also that is saying something like you don't even care what you're jerking off to. You just don't want to have to turn your phone.
Yeah, you're
that's
right.
That's the main priority. It's just like, give me something I can quickly get one off to.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to turn your phone anyway. It's just smaller. That's all.
Oh yeah.
So you can just still hold it like this, but it's got the black bars. That's all.
Sure.
But so I think for me, when I see vertical video, they want to see videos that were taken as vertical videos, right? Like it's like
right. That's what I'm assuming.
Which this is interesting. I mean, you take videos where you're fucking and you're like, I got the camera up, and is that what these are?
I guess so.
I think maybe it's just the way it's cropped.
I don't think so.
No, I don't know.
I work that way.
Could be.
I personally never searched vertical video in my life. That seems bizarre as fuck to search for.
Yeah,
like I would feel more. I would feel less unsettled by this if it said 9:16, like just because they knew like what the ratio was, and they were just like, yes, that's what they typed more. They typed like 16 characters.
All right, I'm going to Pornhub.com right now, and I'm typing in vertical video. Let's see. I just searched it.
Does that? Let's look at what the millennials are up to. Apparently, we're 25.
That's exactly what you'd expect.
What is it?
It's just it's like all a shot. It's describe. It's just like your standard like overproduced porn, but like from the perspective of a phone.
Overproduced? Oh, that's so disappointing.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Looks like a lot of it's POV, that kind of thing.
Oh.
Which you'd expect, I guess, from vertical video.
So Gen Y is apparently really who says Gen Y?
That's millennials.
Yeah, so let's go back. Yeah, millennial. Thank you. The most searched by a long stretch is Asian. So what does that mean? Does that mean there's more Asian people in that age group?
We fetishize Asian women.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's or men.
Or men. It just says Asian.
Let's comment.
Oh wait, it says Asian transgender is further down the list.
Hey,
could be. No, but like, okay, so threesome is also for some reason in the top 2, then MILF, then feet, then virtual reality again. What is wrong with y'all? Why are people trying so hard? Then transgender,
Asian threesome MILF feet.
Just combine. Just plug all those.
Just plug them all in.
Mid journey.
It's a little upsetting that. Yeah, never mind. Sorry.
All right, I got to give some credit to Gen X here. The number 1 search.
Yeah, the normalist one.
Cream pie.
Extremely normal.
Nice.
Very normal of you guys. I think that's because it's the age group. They're settled. They're ready for cream pies.
I don't know. That's an interesting search because like. That is if you're gonna watch a video that's labeled cream pie, that's just the last like minute or so, right? I mean, like, there's a whole lot.
You don't have time to fuck around, you know.
Oh,
just get right to it.
To the bottom line.
Yeah.
So this is cream pie videos like compilation or something like.
Sorry. I wish.
It's out there. I'm sure. I mean,
sure, it's definitely out there.
Yeah, I'm sure
cream
there's
pie compilation 2023
compilation or two.
And somehow scissoring is still. Oh wait, well this is the one where we got the scissoring from. Right? We've already done all that. And so let's touch on the boomers real quick. Hand job.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Mean to me.
You want to watch a hand job?
Give yourself a hand job. It's not a.
You're doing that now, as it, presumably. Jesus.
Well,
Right.
it's easier to, once your imagination is fully burned out, you can't really connect with anything, other than what's happening right in front of you.
Oh, I have, speaking of which, kind of related, I was in college. We had this really,
Sidebar.
sidebar. We had this really, really hot girl that lived next door to us, right? And she came over. She was in my roommate's class, my suite mate's class, and she came over and they were like studying for something, platonic thing. And his roommate, they were both my suite mates, had his computer open, but it was not there. So she went over and said, "Oh, I'm just going to search something real quick." Went to Google, typed in G first, and immediately it said "girls masturbating." Right in the fucking top of that was he didn't clear his history. He didn't use an incognito window. He just straight up searched
frequent
girls
Googler,
masturbate.
Like, it just it just happened just previously that day. He didn't know that somebody was going to type G on his computer. What the fuck? Don't type G on my computer. Leave your typing fingers to the K and the B. Okay. Don't type G or P for that matter. I'm not gonna lie. I recently cleared my cache out because I don't let anybody fuck with my computers ever. But I get desperate trying to entertain these kids, and so I was like, pop open the Google Drive, and I'm gonna open a document where my daughter can type letters in. And the first thing I tried to type in the search bar, I was like, close the laptop. Back to that.
Too many
bit.
Never touch Daddy's computer again.
Too many Willem rat research ideas.
Recircumcised dicks or decircumcised dicks. You don't need to learn about that tonight. Okay, so before we wrap this segment up, I just want to know: boomers are searching for small tits, pissing, anal, and casting. This is a lot to unpack.
Vintage.
They're trying to look for fishing content though.
With casting, what is?
Because I think it's supposed to be like
the casting couch.
Oh.
I do want to shout out Justine, I'm seeing the first comment on this post that she shared. It says, "Also, my theory is that Gen Z are huge dorks who got anti-socialized by COVID and can't imagine the touch of a real human, so they're all beating it to cartoons now."
Yeah, continuing her rampage against anime and hentai.
Yeah, fair enough. Appreciate that.
Maybe something to that,
Justine.
Yeah,
thank you for bringing this to the show. Even though you're not here, you're here in spirit. So,
for sure.
Looking at the show notes, I don't know. I think that's probably it for tonight. Is there anything y'all wanted to touch on before I wrap it up? If so, I can cut that little piece I just said out. But
no, I think we're good.
Yeah, I think if I wanted to touch on anything, I'd probably.
No, we did enough touching. We touched.
Search some vertical scissoring.
Pissing anal Asian feet.
I'm immediately going
MILF threesome. Vintage.
Vertical video. Yeah. That's gonna... All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in for episode 59 of the Succ. We did it. We're back.
We're back.
Yeah, please don't kill us.
We avoided the death threats. We're still making content. It's free. You can listen to it for free. Calm down. You don't have to worry. But if you like the show and you want to spend money on it so you can, I guess, threaten us with death, is that how that works?
Yeah.
God,
it is.
It's in the contract.
I guess, patreon.com/the Succ. We're also on Anchor FM. If you don't want to fuck with Patreon, which I would encourage everyone, if you like the show, to if you've been considering subscribing, go on Anchor FM, because they don't take our money like Patreon does. Otherwise, join the Succ Shame Posting group on Facebook. Join our Discord. You can suggest shows. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, like and subscribe on YouTube. And we'll be back next week. And then, Matt, you got a crazy interview lined up.
I do, yeah.
Next month.
Very excited.
Crazy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks for tuning in. Love you all. Good night.
Love
Later,
y'all.
guys. See ya.
Bye.